What is good, YouTube? This is Vortex46. I'm back with another video. Be sure to go follow me over on Twitter or X at Vortex46 for all of my picks for today's NBA, NCAA, and MLB slate. Yeah, guys, we went 1-1 for our two lock picks for the NBA. Took the Clippers to go over the team total points. They did not do that, which I wanted them to do, was hoping that they would go and get a score 110 points. That did not cash. They were held to 96 in a win, but it is what it is. And yeah, that one didn't cash, but the other did cash, and that was for Keon Johnson, because like I said in yesterday's video, I've missed out on a couple of his games where he pretty much went off. Like, I think he had back-to-back games where he had 4 or more threes that he hit, when the last time I took him for a pick, he didn't get it. So I was just like, oh, let me come off of him, and he hit the next game, and then he did it the game after that. I was like, well, let me, now that he's available, let me pick him, and I was able to do so. So yeah, so that worked out. But 0-2 once again for the NCAA. It's a little bit of a 3 or 4 day losing streak with NCAA March Madness currently. Just can't really figure out these overs, these totals, these spreads. Really can't figure it out. But it is what it is. Today's picks are real simple when it's pertaining to with the Crown tournament that I decided to go with. But all in all, I pretty much had one, like I said, the one win was the Keon Johnson win. I mean, I had a few other wins, a parlay that I put together, round robin that cash, a baseball, a couple of, I think 1 or 2 baseball picks that cash that were hits, but nothing major. So, but other than that, let's dive into this real quickly. Try to keep this video within 5 minutes or a little bit more. We'll hopefully get through this real quickly. But the picks are simple. So the first round for the Crown tournament is 2 picks, real simple. I decided to go with spreads here. Took the favorites, -9.5 for both of them over on DraftKings. Took Cincinnati to cover the spread at -9.5, -112 for the value over on DraftKings, and then USC to cover the -9.5. So Cincinnati's taking on DePaul, and USC is taking on Tulane. So the USC, the value for that is -102. Again, that's over on DraftKings, so hopefully that cashes. We'll see what happens. Not gonna dive into any MLB stuff. I'm still working on my MLB picks, trying to really figure out and really pinpoint what my picks want to be. I'm taking hits and taking total bases, so I'm just kind of working with that. I'm taking home runs here and there. I'm kind of mad because Jimenez, for I believe it was the Blue Jays, I put him down on a parlay and I forgot to round robin and take him on a single pick. Yeah, I should have taken it because he was plus 900 on his home runs and he went and hit one, and I would have won some money last night, so I missed out. But let's dive into the 2 lock picks for the NBA and the other couple of picks here for the NBA, and then we'll just kind of hope for the best. And I'll just be working on my MLB picks. So again, follow me over on Twitter at Vortex46. First lock pick for the NBA. Gonna take the Blazers Hawks over. This is 237. This is where I got it at. I believe I got this over on DraftKings, if I remember. I could be wrong, could be FanDuel, but because I forgot to post that. But either way, Blazers are 2-3 to the over the last 5 road games. So they're just under 500 when it's pertaining to going to the over. And then the Hawks, they're 3-2 at home over the last 5 games. They're above 500 when they hit the over. But here's the kicker. Again, when they're playing against each other, the last 3 meetings, they're actually 0-3. All 3 games have actually gone under. I should have went with the under, but I decided to go with the over. We'll see what happens with that pick. Hopefully this one cashes, but that's the pick. And the second lock pick here is going to be the Knicks team total under. I need y'all to holler at the Knicks because they've been hitting this mark more recently. I think they've only gone over this once or twice over the last 10 games, but it's -120 over on DraftKings. Taking it under at -119 for them to go under 120 points against the 76ers. Here's the thing. The Knicks are averaging 118 points, 117.8 over the last 5 games. But against the 76ers, actually averaging 109, 106.6 over the last 13 meetings. 76ers defense, though, they're actually allowing 116 points, 115.8 currently. So hopefully this cashes. Hopefully they'll go under. We'll see what happens. This is a bit going to be possibly a bit of a sweat, but we'll see what happens with this one. But those are the 2 lock picks. The next one up, going back to the Hawks and the Blazers here, I'm actually going to take the Hawks on a +11. This is over on FanDuel, plus 154. I usually like taking these. These are like sort of kind of my favorite picks here. I've always stressed this here on videos and on streams that it is better to trust the teams, go out there and do the job more than the players, because sometimes the players don't do the job, but the team itself does the job. You know, cover the spreads, they cover the team total points, whether over or under, you know, and the overs hit, you know, all of that stuff. But this is it. The Hawks are currently averaging, I want the Hawks to win by 11 plus points or more. The Hawks are currently averaging 125 points, just shy of 126, 125.4 over the last 5 games. They're actually 2-3 over the last 5 games when winning by plus 11 points. The Blazers are averaging 111 points the last 5 games, but their defense, here's the thing, their defense are actually 1-4 when holding their opponents to not beating them by 11 plus points. So every team that they played over the last 5 games, 4 of them have beaten them by 11 plus points. Hopefully the Hawks are one of them. They did play against them last season. There was one specific game that the Hawks did beat the Blazers by 11 plus points. Hopefully that will be the case today. And the next pick is going to be a 15-point pick. This is a 4-leg parlay. This is pretty much going to be the final pick for the video. This is a 4-leg parlay. I hit on this yesterday. I posted it over on Twitter. It hit. 4 players did their job. They all did their job because they were averaging 15 points or more, and the defense that they were playing against actually allowed a specific amount of points, which was definitely above 15 points against their position. So 4-leg parlay, 15 points each. This is plus 109 over on FanDuel. All of these players that I picked are roughly around minus 300 or higher, roughly around 500 at the lowest. So I have Quentin Grimes. Last 5 games, he's averaging 23 points. The Knicks, who the 76ers are playing against, their defense allows 28.3 points to the shooting guard position. Anthony Simons, last 5 games, is actually averaging around the number 15.8. The Hawks defense, they allow 30 points to the shooting guard position currently. So that should be an easy cash, right? Jaren Jackson Jr., last 5 games, he's averaging 22.6 points. Golden State Warriors defense, who they're playing against, my Memphis Grizzlies are playing against, they're actually allowing 18 points, 17.7 to the center position. So hopefully this one cashes as well. And then Stephon Castle, going back to the homie, been batting on him a lot lately. He's been cashing mostly. He's averaging 17 points over the last 5 games, but Magic's defense actually allowing 23.7 points, 24 points basically to the point guard position. Hopefully this cashes. It's 15-leg. This will be day 2. Decided to do a challenge here. Day 2. Hopefully I took basically the win that I got yesterday, took that money and applied it to this pick over on FanDuel for it to hopefully cash and get me, more money in my pocket. And I'll take those wins and transfer it over to tomorrow's games for hopefully another 4-leg 15-point parlay. So with that, leave some comment section below, guys. Let me know your thoughts. What do y'all think of these picks? What are your picks for tonight's games? Let's push for these wins, and I'll hopefully talk to y'all with my video for tomorrow's games to come soon. Peace, guys.